you're not actually looking at me right now. What you're seeing is your brain's best guess. Your eyes aren't windows that you're looking through. What's happening is far stranger. Your brain takes millions of sensory signals, filters them through your memories, beliefs, and expectations, and then renders its version of the external world. What you're seeing is an internal image. This is what neuroscientists call the active inference model of the brain. But here's where it gets even more strange. It's not just your surroundings your brain is predicting. It's you. The self isn't a solid thing. It's a habit of perception. Modern psychology describes your identity as coming into existence in reaction to something else. I've been an expedition athlete, and I've lived with different tribes from around the world. And in my career, I've coached some of the top performers, Hollywood legends, iconic athletes, and global leaders. I pushed the limit of the mind and the body. What I discovered is echoed in both ancient Buddhist wisdom and modern neuroscience. There is no fixed self waiting to be discovered. The Buddhist path to enlightenment is not to find one's true self, but to realize there is none. If it is you in there in charge, you would be able to tell me what your next thought is going to be. I'll wait. You can't. Thoughts arise unannounced. If you go deep enough, you realize that all that's there are the flow of thoughts without a thinker. And this isn't just neuroscience, Buddhism, or even quantum physics. Indigenous traditions have been echoing this for generations. The Toltec say we're in a constant state of dreaming. The Hopi, the Lakota, the Shipibo, the Arawaku, they all speak of reality as something more fluid than fixed. This self that we think we are, this identity, it's a survival strategy. Surviving a worldview assembled in the first 25 years of life. We navigate by a mix of opinions and preferences. It decided what was safe, what was dangerous, what you were capable of, and what you weren't. And from then on, we just act out the script, scene after scene, looping. It didn't just shape your personality, it scripted your reality. But this voice we trust to guide us, it doesn't even agree with itself. Have you ever promised yourself you wouldn't eat that last slice of pizza and did it anyway? And then 20 minutes later, beat yourself up about it? It's not you talking to yourself. It's the script running. It plays both sides, keeping you looping. We don't generate the thoughts. We just claim them once they've arrived. And this curated hallucination, it explains why two people can walk in the same room and have entirely different experiences. One feels love, the other rejection. The room didn't change. Each one's projected bias did. We strive for achievements to save us. But no amount of success can break you out of it, because the script wasn't written for happiness. It was written for survival. The same mechanism that drives you to succeed won't let you feel complete. Because if it ever let go, it fears your old childhood vulnerabilities will come rushing back and get you. What I saw again and again was this. Even after people achieve all the things, those old beliefs still remain. It turns out they can't be silenced with external success, because it was never about the outside world. It was always an internal problem. That's why life's major inflection points, a career change, a divorce, a founder's exit, so often there's a crisis of identity, and we begin to repeat those old patterns. In hospice interviews, it's echoed again and again. Why did I limit myself with fear? Whose life did I live? But what if there's nothing to fix? Because maybe we were never broken. It wasn't you that's incomplete. It's that loop. That's the paradox of freedom. Because in this realization, you become whole. We undergo the process Epstein describes as going to pieces without falling apart. So let me say it again. You're not looking at me, and there's no fixed you doing the looking. You're not confined to the role you've been playing. You're the one waking up in the middle of the script. There's nothing you need to change about your life, because it's not about escaping, it's about untangling, not from the world, but from the illusion of who you thought you had to be. Is it possible for you to enjoy today without knowing tomorrow? Maybe we weren't meant to just strive and perform. Maybe we were meant to feel, to flow, to move with life. The story was never the point. Being here was.